What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're here with Fro.
What's up?
Welcome back to the channel. Another beautiful day in paradise in Southern California. Spring day in San Diego. It's just beautiful. Birds. Stupid rap music. But today we get to work on the hatch. Block off, what is it?
What is it? IVAC?
IVAC.
IAVC, something like that.
Something block off plate. But it looks cool. We got a front lip.
Ready knockoff.
It's a Gretty knockoff front lip.
Solid flat, so we can do it in maybe a splitter at some point.
Yeah, hell yeah. So also we went to Pep Boys, got a bunch of shit.
Now we're gonna get a new mount and a new different alternator instead. So instead of doing the innovative relocated mount and using the stock Prelude alternator, we're gonna get an ESP lower mount and use a 88 to 91 CRX alternator, which will give us about the inch we need. And the bolt, the power bolt is on the bottom instead of the outside.
Jesus was talking about right here, this bolt nut was sticking into the radiator, whereas this one, once mounted, the bolt's right there.
And that's our last, we're totally now OBD1 or OBD0 now.
With that being a CRX alternator,
Yeah.
right on.
Last OBD2 plug we had, and since we went the Rywire and we got the OBD1 plug anyways, we had to swap it out.
I'm thinking we're gonna leave this black and leave it plastic, so when the rocks hit it, it doesn't chip. But we're gonna do whatever Fro wants, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, we just want to pull it out the half inch so it comes out even with the door. Don't have to worry about the door when it swings.
Binding on it.
And also we won't be getting rock chips in the door.
And who knows, maybe there'll be more ventilation too,
Yeah.
coming through the fender. All right, let's get started. So one thing Fro ended up getting as well, it's like a race hub adapter.
This one.
See, I'm gonna fuck with that, put that on. And then this quick release, how cool is that? These tabs pop it off, I guess. They almost look like shifter. And Fro's got to get a cool wheel. He's been looking at a bunch of different wheels.
Mainly Sparco and Momo, and Sparco is just better because I don't like yellow.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, that's the one thing I
Sorry,
don't
Momo.
like. I don't like the little line on their Momo wheels. You know, it's hard to find a wheel without red or yellow or blue. And it's like, dude, can you just go all black? You know,
I
like,
know that's a dumb fucking thing, but at this point we've spent so much time coordinating shit, might as well finish
nah,
it.
yeah. I mean, you got to coordinate, homie. You got to coordinate. Now we're gonna go ahead and top off the fluids with new fluids. Fro got some transmission fluid. RTF Torco Gear Series. I don't know. What is it? Supposedly some synthetic racing transmission fluid. GL6, whatever that means. And we're just gonna rock some mobile synthetic. Got a new filter in. Fro opted to buy these, which are magnetic. One for the transmission and one for the oil pan. So, alright, so here's a NRG Innovations. I think it's called like a race spec hub or something. That's weird. Alright. Alright. So I just impacted this sumbitch on.
I think we could definitely do the top. This one.
Do you have enough metal for all that?
I don't know.
What happened, babe?
Only $8.
I got the job.
You got 2 jobs.
Got 2 jobs.
And now you gotta figure out which one you want.
Now I gotta figure out what I want. Yeah,
Why don't you just tweak both and get a third?
But you see, I got a
it's 4 jobs. No more seeing you.
Say hello to the camera. You haven't said hello.
What up, camera? It's been a
He's
minute
rocking
now.
the build to drive. What is it?
Young Static. Gotta
See
represent.
the back?
It's actually a pretty tight shirt, dude. I like it.
I need to get some shirts made. We need to get some shirts made. Alright, Fro's already topped off the oil. Now we need to fill the tranny fluid. Sandwiches are on the way. So here's that, that's freaking cool, man.
I hope it. Honda trainees are so picky, you know.
Oh, this is what you read up on forums and shit, right?
Yeah, but you know, forums, those guys on forums have about as much knowledge as we do.
Starting to bleed the clutch out, seeing if we have any leaks.
And we do.
And we do. What you doing, Dave?
So,
Alright, who's ready to pump the brakes?
pumping some brakes.
Dave was pumping brakes. But Dave's actually cutting, tracing, and cutting these templates out with tape. He just tapes it over and then uses a razor
X-Acto
blade,
knife,
X-Acto knife, and just cuts that out. And we're gonna tape those to sheet metal, a couple of them templates out. We'll cut these out larger than the actual size they are, and we're gonna drill a couple holes through both sides and rivet them in, close up that gap. And now Dave's just pumping the brakes right now. All right, so we've got custom brake lines for all.
Hey, will you look at all those junctions to make sure nothing's leaking on the firewall deal?
Yeah, I already looked on the floor, especially, and there's nothing. So we're dropping fluid.
Oh, there we go. Now we're moving.
This is what Fro's using right now. Oh, Stop Tech Racing. They make brake pads and rotors and shit. I was actually looking into them for the Lexus. But trip out that brake fluid is so dark in appearance, you know?
Why you want to?
Well, because most brake fluid is transparent. It's like clear, you know?
And we still got enough in the tank. We don't want to be sucking air.
Yeah, we got a little bit in there.
Yeah, you got shit in the tank.
All right. Oh, I think we're already done.
Well, don't you want to get it to where it looks nice and a good color? Because that fluid might be a little dirty, right?
Oh, why is it not moving anymore? There we go.
The air pockets.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
So, Fro and Dave have successfully bled all the brakes.
Yep. Yeah. Super stoked because the custom brake lines are holding.
Yeah. Well, no, dude, that was a big deal. That was all new prop valve,
Yeah.
all new custom brake lines that Fro bent and did himself
This shit actually works.
to tough. And yeah, and they're all new and they're all fucking working. I was secretly, I didn't want to jinx it and even say it out loud, but I was afraid of like little fittings like right here. Or right there, the ones that we custom made for over here on actual inner wall.
Yeah.
That,
I mean, all the hoses are holding. Everything's tight. Everything's bled. We got great pressure on both pedals.
Yeah, good pressure on pedals.
No leaks. And
Look at that shit. Right there too. I'm gonna paint that fucking shifter that I was sanding somewhere. I don't even know where the fuck I put that damn thing. I don't know if you guys recognize me today with my beard. My girl fucking hates it. Everybody at my work, they're like, beard, Joe, it's not a beard. They're like,
it's a beard.
no. There's like one person who agreed with me
It's a beard.
that it's a beard. No, I'm trying. This is
I
me
think
trying.
You shaved it a little high.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, dude. I'm learning, bro.
No. Go for the Mountain Man overgrown first, and then trim it back.
True. You gotta let it come in
But
first.
I'm trying.
You're way more clean cut than me, so I don't do fine lines anymore. Remember, I used to do at some point fine lines.
Well, you got a beard. I don't. This is facial hair that I've never had this in my life. This is the first time in my life I've had it. So don't look too hard. Nope. So we decided to patch up these holes up here and drill a couple other holes to have it tuck a little better. So we're gonna have it, instead of coming through here, we're gonna have it come through there. Fro's been worked on this over here for the radiator support. He's drilled them out and pulled them out. We're gonna move these tabs wherever we want and drill out some holes and just nut and bolt the shit there. Putting together that right there, which is being a bitch right now, and I'll show you guys that. And that's just the first coat of black, and I tell you, that looks like shit. But we'll see how it turns out. I can this is just dead.
No, we're still trying to figure out how to get this full-size radiator in the car. So try to notch out a little bit more. And the good thing about
it becomes a perch.
instead of putting these on here, we'll just drill holes where the things go through. And this will all be one piece then.
These
mounts are gonna hold it still, but we'll
that and in the bottom.
we'll figure that out. But I mean, we definitely got our inch gap now, which is definitely gonna help.
Big difference now. You can see that was up against it, guys. Now You can see that there's a gap. After that cutout that Fro did, it seems to work pretty well. See the notch?
If we wanted to, we could gap this whole lip.
I think we should and just tuck it under.
And that's, I mean, if we want to fit and finish, right?
Alright, we're wrapping it up for today, guys. Real quick, we got all the fluids in. So clutch, brakes, no leaks, and that's pretty impressive work for Fro. Good job, Fro. Custom brake lines all up front that he did, that rerouted and tucked, and he'd never fucked with that, so that's a big deal. What else did we plumb up? We got the distributor wiring on, oil's on,
training fluids in.
so all fluids are in except for the coolant right now.
Yep. And we did the massive cutout for the radiator.
Yeah.
This is gonna fit great and give us about 1.5 inches more than we needed.
Perfect.
So we'll be able to put the full
And
size.
we trim this too, right?
Yeah, trim. So actually on the top here, the fit and finish of the radiator against here is gonna look great. No gap.
Nice.
All notched out. And then we got the full size DC Integra radiator. One of the bummers is probably gonna have to do a push fan through the front because there's still not a lot of room between the that huge ass front mount.
Yeah, buddy. And then, can I borrow that?
Yeah.
We got the that in.
Shifter mounted.
It actually looks pretty clean.
Yeah, it goes through all its gears.
Steering wheel's on.
That's not the final steering wheel. That thing's
Yeah,
a piece of
but
shit.
it is. We just mocking that. Oh yeah, we cut that hole too. We're gonna utilize that hole instead of all of these, and we got made. You were saying we made.
There.
Yeah, Fro was able to cut out a bunch of these. We'll just cut that out. Fro's probably gonna take the grinder home and do that if he's bored. We're done for today. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is a lot for us. I'm pretty stoked where we're at right now on the progress of the car. Fro's pretty stoked on it too.
Yeah.
This shit's really coming along. So,
We're pretty close to painting and starting.
yeah, just running the rest of the wires into the engine bay, to the gauge cluster, put the battery in, put the fan, finish up the radiator.
And most of that shit should just plug right in, and we just need to route the wiring so it looks nice.
For sure.
But then we're at a real good spot right here. This is fun building the car.
It is. The tear down, the grinding, it's just all that hard work.
Well, tear down's super easy. And
With
then
Brad's
you
help,
realize
especially with Brad's help, with this cutting everything.
if you gotta tear some shit down, yo, lots of Ziploc bags, label your shit. Otherwise, you know.
Yeah, we learned the hard way on a lot of it. But no, we labeled all our bags.
Yeah, no, we're pretty good. But I mean, you could still be better. And you know, all those spare parts is just weight reduction, right?
Yeah. Alright then, guys. We're out of here. We'll see you next week, hopefully. If I don't get one out next week, it's because I'm in Texas for 4 days. But I'll be back soon after that. If Fro makes his way out here, hopefully he can grab the camera and throw a couple seconds of footage of what he's trying to get finished up here today.
Yeah,
so.
send some videos to your friends. Tell them to subscribe, man.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Bye.